Yesterday my son said the stupidest thing since the Phantom Menace. I was busy on my easy chair, throttling the morning papers as usual, musing on the day's events over a lukewarm cup of mulligatawny soup, and the little tyke came bounding over to me and said, "Father, is it true that there are biological reasons men can't have children?" That quandary, whether it's been blurted out or screamed into the well or scratched hastily into the bark of a willow tree, has weighed heavily on me throughout my duties as a father. Though it's true, I've had 8 children with 4 different women. My experience in parenting has shown me just how much we're all swimming in that question. Twice I've encountered the pointed fingers and the hushed expressions of incredulity, the sideways glances of doctors and midwives who'd much rather talk to my wife for some reason. My whole life I've endured the dismissive micro-gestures and the obsequious jeers of, "You can't go in there, sir, this is a hospital." These are words which cause my eardrums to bleed uncontrollably. As you can plainly see, it ruined my career as a father. I haven't even made it to double figures. So when I saw that memo that circulated last week, I felt a slow, stabbing agony in my kidneys and anus. And it occurred to me that pain is also experienced by people who look like me. I can sense these things because of my empathy. The people who look like me are the ones who have empathy, you see. So I recall all the times society had thrust the perpendicular palm of rejection at me and said, "You cannot have children." I thought about how the gender time gap is still robbing us of the last 4 or 5 years of our lives, which evidently makes the gender time gap a deadlier problem than tobacco, but quite whatever. We've been trying to reverse this trend, and we've been working on the technology of artificial wombs. But that memo, that awful memo, somehow undid all the glorious work we've achieved in this field and just made me want to die sooner. And now my son, my precious son, I forget which one, but my little son was asking me a question that I'd spent my whole life deliberately avoiding. And I can only conclude that he is biased. Some might say, my son has a right to freely express himself in this way, as does any other such upstart who asks the forbidden question. Look, no one is trying to take away your freedom of expression. We're merely saying you should be punished for expressing facts and statistics that hurt the feelings of people who look like me. We do this all the time, and it's fine. We destroy hostility. We do. We destroy the shit out of it. For instance, wow, what, Christ. What if we went into this memo and we changed a crucial detail so as to make the conclusions false instead of true? Then what? Then would people still be calling it true if we changed it from true to false? I think not. I think very not. I think absolutely never. So if you think about it, we should treat this information as though it's false. I'm not doing what I'm doing. I'm just saying, if you think these facts are true, then the language you're using is bad and wrong. Bad and wrong. And so I cogitated upon this, looked at my son, and answered quite nonchalantly, "How did you get out of the bubble, you little shit?"